Hello, YouTube friends, and welcome back. I just found something hilarious. Look at this. It's a report on Paladin. Report, Excalibur Emergency Drills. Disaster Scenario number 17. Commanding Officer Paladin, Lieutenant Colonel. Trial 1, 2 hours and 2 minutes. Anyway, simulation result, loss of life. Permanent structural damage, expeditionary failure assured. Resolution, emergency NCO meeting and repeat of trial. Trial 2. He succeeded. He succeeded. Okay. So they had objections to him because he was having trouble in training, and he wrecked and he killed everyone. But he passed 3 simulations, and then he failed in reality. Anyway, I'm back here at Lima because I was looking in the tech tree, and Suit Speed 2 is not unlocked. So I went ahead and Googled it, and look, right here, next to Lima, you guys were probably seeing this. I missed the whole scan. So we have that now. I will see you back at Victor. Now, in the last video that I recorded, which is uploaded, it's not part of the playlist, but we automated the threshing in this way. I cleaned things up. I went ahead and I did the same thing with Shiverthorn. And now today, we have run out of things to do other than automate stuff. So today we get to do some good automation. I'm gonna go ahead and unlock that Suit Speed 2 thing that I got. I believe we're entirely caught up. We need blue science cores. And it's about time to be done handcrafting things like inserter arms and conveyor belts. So first things first, I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay out the factory area for conveyor belts, because those are the most common item. I feel. Anyway, we already have our power floors going over there. I went ahead and I ran the resources. We have Kindlevine Extract basically coming out of a box from where I moved everything. I don't have tier 2 threshing. We'll do that in a moment once we have figured out how many of these we need per minute, and then the same thing with the extract there, although I do have a little bit of automation going. So I ran these belts over, and this is going to be our new major factory area. We'll just build as we go. So let's try to automate our conveyor belts. Let's see how many we need of what. So if we're building, where are you? Normal conveyor belts here. It's going to take 30 gears a minute, and it's going to generate 150 of these. So we know that in order to do that, we're going to need 2 gear making machines, because those make 15 a minute. We're going to need to get the iron and the copper off of the bottom of the belts there. I'm trying out this main bus design where it's stacked, and we'll see how awkward it is to get resources on and off of this. And then I'm thinking I would like to have a row of storage boxes here, as well as having space to run. So maybe if we put the storage boxes there, just arbitrarily, pull that down, these will be our final outputs, and then we're just going to run back a little ways for our factory. So let's say here, give another few tiles just for logistics. We're going to have 2 sets of gears, and let's see, we'll just feed them into a sideways machine for belts. So you will be making mechanical components. You'll make mechanical components. You will make... Oh, I'm having trouble seeing that today. You will make normal belts. Oh, there's a gap that I don't want. There you are. You feed into that. You feed into that. Boom, boom. And then we'll need the longer belts here. And we're going to go ahead and split off the iron and the copper to feed these guys. And I'm sure we're going to be having this kind of running by. So that can be our copper. And then how do I want to get my iron in? This might be a little bit more awkward than I had hoped. Let's see. Let's put you right there for now. And then delete these. If we bring the copper belt and we just have it go sideways and around... turn this guy. I should be able to split off of this and then just go over and in. There we go. Not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it works, and that's why we're leaving so many spaces for everything. So this will be a good flow of iron, good flow of copper going into these guys, and you are making the tier 1 belts. Now these tier 1 belts, we'd have to have 4 red arms to pull them out. We know that from the past. So 40, 80, 120, 160. Now we can send it out in a belt. You can go this way. And I think we need to move these boxes a little bit. All right, I'm just figuring things out as I go here. All right, bring you there. And then in order to actually offload everything, I need to have it like so. There we go. And then I can place boom, boom. All right, we have all 150 going into this box. Let's limit that storage to 2. All right, now we're going to build the same factory again to feed into the tier 2 belts. So let's get 2 mechanical component factories, 1 normal belt factory, and let's see if we can actually fit this in. So if you are the Mark II belts, we're going to need to get you 75 Sugarthorn extract per minute. I should be able to split that off here. Oh, how are we going to do this? Oh, easy. Very easy. All right, that will take 2 red inserters to pull those in. And we might have to shift these 2 guys over because of the way the belts are going to slope. So we go up, we go down, we'll need a little gap there. So, whoop. So tier 2 belt, normal belt, mechanical gears, move you over. Move you over. Did I miss something here? I think I did. Yep, it's all good. All right, you can be out, you can be in, you can be injecting. Put a belt there. Connect the 2 together. You are making mechanical components, and you are making mechanical components. Congratulations, guys. Let's bring the copper over. Let's bring the iron over. Feed them into these guys. Not filter, but long. Whoops. All of these are backwards. Oh, if you press Alt, right here, let's turn the HUD off. We can't see the directions of the inserters. We can't see what the machines are making. But if I hit Alt again, there we go. It's like this pulse goes out. I love it. And we can see all the details. So we'll just turn these guys around correctly. All right, you are pulling out. You are making that. We're going to need 4 of these. I'm going to go ahead and handcraft some of these. I'm low on Kindlevine Extract. So it'll take 4 of those to transfer them in. It takes 150 of the normal belts per minute, and it outputs 150 of the Mark II belts per minute. So we know that our output over here is going to be 4 more reds. I'll see you again in just a second when I have those. There we go. I went around and I just gathered some resources there. Bring these out. Now we're going to need 75 of those copper parts per minute. So I'll put those on this same tier here. How many will you make in one factory? 15 copper ore, 30 output. So 2 of those would be 60. So I'm going to need 3 of these factories to produce the copper components that we're going to need. Bring the copper over, bring the iron over. Go ahead, and our outputs can all be yellows. And I want you just to go into the side there. Oh, it's a good thing we're automating these. Although those need to be reds as well, don't they? Red, red. Okay, now our next box, we have our tier 1 belts here. Go ahead and put a box here for our tier 2s. We'll probably end up redoing this, but for now, this is going to be great. And our belts. Can I sneak you through here? Not as cleanly as I want. We'll bring you this way, and then you can go through this gap right here. And I'll send you this way. There we go. And then a split off. And 4 red inserters to fill this box. For our Mark IIs, we'll just limit that to 2 stacks as well. It's going to suck the resources dry of the factory right in the beginning, but it's really not going to be too bad. And then once those boxes fill up, the draw from all this creation will stop. And then we'll have copper and iron left over for other things. So there's our belt production. Good. I'm going to pull 1 stack. So if I pull... I don't have any full stacks to show you guys. Yeah, if I pull a full stack, then I can put the smaller stack back in the box, and I can make sure just have 1 stack of everything all the time. All right, so here's a factory section. I know there's going to be Mark III belts, and I have no idea what they're going to need. So I'm going to say that we're going to put those on a floor above, and we're just going to designate this area here. Use our lights to demark where we are. This area here is our belt section. All right, next up, let's go ahead and do processors, because what I really want to do next is these inserters. But I know that the red inserters here are taking processors units. So I'm going to go ahead and automate processors, and let's see if we can figure out a nice design that's going to be scalable. It would be really nice to figure out a scalable design like we have on our Kindlevine production over there. I don't know how doable that will be, but let's see. What are we going to need just to build processors by itself? We're going to need 30 electrical components a minute and 30 plant matter frames. So we have a tech, which I really love sticks because it's just a 1 unit thing. I don't have to worry about consuming all of the byproducts. For instance, if I'm making, I'm talking in circles, plant matter frames come out of plant matter, right? But there's an alternate recipe where I can make them directly out of sticks. It takes more machines, but it's simple, because if I was generating plant matter fiber, I would also come out with a ton of this Kindlevine extract. And trying to use up enough or store enough so that I don't have production halted because I overfill on Kindlevine extract sounds like unnecessary complexity, when I can just make as many as I want out of these sticks. And I can make sticks forever. We have that scalable production going on over there. We could have infinite sticks. And like Shad says, sticks are OP. Okay, so we'll use these belts here of the copper and the iron, I think, on this. I'm going to have a similar gap. I have a gap of 2 between the lights and the factory. So there's 1 and 2. And this will be our initial production of electrical components. Now, I believe electrical components are wire and iron. So I'm going to have an iron factory here, and then let's say electrical components there. So that's making 20, but I need, let's see, that's making 15 wire a minute. And this is eating 20. So let's downgrade that in our heads to say, because we're only feeding 15 wire, let's say this is only making 15 electrical components a minute. So let's double that. We'll say that you are also electrical components and you are also wire. So there's 30. And what was that? That was, I think that was 30 a minute that it needs to run one of these factories. It is. And 30 plant matter frames. What if we went back and we had plant matter frames on this belt, on that one right there, and we just feed them in? Now let's have it be a stick input. Okay. Bring you over and bring you over. Sticks are OP. All right, you want, no, you don't want copper. You want copper and you want copper. And I'll feed you guys with some iron. Let's move the resources into the building there. Okay, so if we had rows of these, we could just basically expand this forever, right? We'll just drill back into the wall, have sets of 5 machines, one after the other. So in that way, we could scale these pretty easy. Let's figure out if we make it a little bit wider, and then we get how much space does it take for us to get 30 plant matter frames just directly out of sticks. In order for it to be compact and scalable, we might want to have them sideways like this. You, if I want you to make plant matter frames, plant matter frame out of Kindlevine stems, I'm going to keep calling them sticks. That's 10. So I need 3 machines then to make the 30 that this will need. So 10, 20, 30. Let's say that your outputs are over here so that you can line up real nice with this machine. Oh, let's see. Okay. And we can just use one red to get you in. And we can have our outputs be there, there, and there. Kindlevine, plant matter frame, plant matter frame. So then the Kindlevine will need to come in on the side here. So we'll bring you in. Now that's kind of beautiful. That kind of takes up not that much space. So I could stack this. Let's say that as the factory goes, I would need 120. I'll just drill into that wall. And I will just know that to the side here, that's all processor production. We can have virtually unlimited processors now. As long as we scale up our Kindlevine sticks there, we make sure there's enough stuff on this belt. Yeah, easy. All right, I'm going to knock out this section of wall right here and extend the conveyor belts out. So let's get you running. Oh, we need to do the lower ones first. And in order to do that well, let's put some more floors down. Shoot you guys over there. Extend that. Go, go, go. Ah, quit being picky. You're like a toddler with his food. And get these sticks flowing. Now, it'll be fun to figure out how am I going to get this off. This belt, or this bus method right here, is just an experiment on my part. I could have it just be really wide, but this seems like a neat thing to do. If it doesn't work out, I might switch it over just to be all on one plane and just, you know, a more traditional belt with, or bus with gaps between the belts, because that would make it really easy to pull resources off. If I use some space and say, have iron, gap, copper, and then or copper here, and then a gap, and then another thing, then that gap means I can just put a belt right in. It'll immediately slope up, go over, and go to where I need it to go. This way is a bit more effort, but it takes a lot less space. So it's just a little bit of an experiment. So I'm thinking, though, to get my Kindlevine stems off, they are on the back side. Let's get lined up right here. What I'm hoping is I can put one of these guys up, and I can just shoot it over. So are you going to work? Can I convert you to a splitter? Whoa, why am I floating up like that? It doesn't like it. What if I split you off with a normal belt? Whoop. Here we go. But I said it's a horizontal fixed height belt. And then I moved you just like that. Okay, that works. Sometimes the vertical belts don't like to play nice. Turn you like so. Okay. Then I can grab you and change to the other belt type here. And now we can just go down, curve over, curve into that. Wait, is that the wrong one? That's the wrong one. All right, I'm glad I noticed that. Bring you over here where you're supposed to be. And now we have a flow of sticks. If I want to clean this up, let's remove you guys. Bring it here. Oh, it's a little weird to use. Maybe I should just place you on the floor like that. And I do that. Okay, that looks cleaner for sure. Bring these stems out. They will feed the plant matter frames. So now we can extend this out indefinitely. Let's make sure that you're actually working. And now our frames should start coming out in just a second. I just want to watch it and make sure that it's all working. These frames take a second. There you are. So there's 3 frames per batch. Yeah, they have a little bit of lag time to get started. And now, do you have everything you need? Did I actually get... Nope. Here we go. This is why we watch it. There's no connectors getting the electrical components into the processor factory. I feel like that's the first time I said the word processor while automating this. That's kind of weird. So if our output was here, we could have it clean. We could have it be right here. And let's place you into a box for now. And I know that we're going to be bringing you places very shortly. That box doesn't line up. Why don't you line up? Because I had turned sideways on the belts before. So let's go back. You're going to go up. And you're going to turn... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is all this? What's all this? All right, I'm going... Nope, nope. Wrong way. I went into the light zone, the demarcated... This is a different factory zone. No, no, no. All right, so you go there for right now. Pick you back up and place you here. And let's just get 2 of these guys going. If this is making 30 a minute, the standard yellow needs a friend to be able to keep up. We have so many processors automated now that our inserters need friends. Now, let me take a look at our repairing terminal Victor requires 900 processor units. So we will want to belt these over there in a moment. Let's leave this be for now, however, and let's move down and start automating our arms, inserter arms of various types. So line you up with the light. There we go. And then let's put a couple more lights here just to keep me from encroaching on this space of other factories. Oh, those don't line up. You gotta line up. There we go. Ah, that's actually kind of awkward to do. Okay, cool. Nope. There. Okay. Next factory. I believe that the regular arms, the regular inserters, are using about the same amount.
You've got a good group of assemblers humming now, Breaker, but you'll need a lot more to keep up with where our tech is heading. Keep building.
Thanks, Sparks. Yeah, it's using the same amount of gears as the belts do. It's using 30 and it's outputting 30. So it'll be, you will actually be making the mechanical components. And another mechanical component factory. Turn this sideways. You will be making the regular inserter arms. So let's say in, same here, filter, fast, long. And we can just extend these same belts over again to automate this next little batch. Remember to tell you what to do. And then for outputs, we can go ahead and place a chest now for the regular ones. And how will I want to line this up? Probably like that. So if I just have you output on the side, you can go like so, boom. And again, this is 30 a minute, so the yellow ones need friends. I'm kind of doing the doubles where I can, because the reds take power. It's not enough to really matter, but it just feels a little bit more efficient using a double yellow, as long as it's easy to do. Those are free to run. Processors are stacking. Beautiful. Let's limit your storage. If I assume that you stack to 500 like normal, and my next objective takes 900. 500, 1,000, 15, 2,000. Let's just do 1 rack. I don't know how much we're going to need. And the factory will stop when it's full. Just if it was a full box too, it's still not that inefficient. All right, so you guys are going out. That's 30 a minute. Very nice. Pick you up because I'm out of you. Now, if I had reds, if I automate everyone in rows like that, I could save space, but they really don't need to be scalable, do they? So why don't I put the reds... Now I'm going to go sideways. I'm going to go sideways. There's no problem with that. Yeah, because I could drill into the wall there and I could fit everything kind of more compactly. Ah, I'm waffling. No, I'm just going sideways. It's easier with these belts to do that. It'll take more space this direction, but it's also easier just to look down and understand everything that's happening. Okay, so I'm going off the assumption that I need to build that factory again in order to automate whatever is next, which will be long inserters. Long inserters are going to eat 20 of the regular inserters per minute and 30 more gears. Holy cow. Let me think here. How do I want to get 30 gears into that? All right, we're just going to build a massive platform here. That's just how it's going to go. So if we have you guys there's our normal inserter factory. And then I'll just have a gap here, and I'll just have 2 long ones. And then this will be the long factory. So the long ones will move normal inserters from this factory to that factory. So you're making normal ones, you are making long ones. You are making mechanical components, you are making mechanical components, you make mechanical components, and you make mechanical components. Everybody makes mechanical components. In, out, everywhere. Oh, everything happens. Yay. Long. And all in a row. So the other method of factory building, as I spoke of before, is instead of building mechanical components where they're needed, I could just have a big room of mechanical components factories and just have them on their own belt and belt them into things. And there's a decision you have to make of what is easier for you. Do you want to build a ton of machines like I'm doing, or do you want to build a ton of belts? And then to some degree, you have to have a mix of both worlds in order to make things actually work. By the way, I just want to point out this is making 30, this one's eating 20, but it's okay because this machine here will just pause when it's not needed. It's better to have a overabundance of materials than not enough. These stalactites have got to go. Mites, tights. Are the mites from above or are the tights from above? Tights from above! Robin Hood, the angel! Yay! Robbing the demons to give to the poor, I guess. Let's get rid of you guys. Now this platform just needs to grow. I'll see you guys in a second with a wider platform. There it is. I knocked out a bunch of stalactitey mighties, and we have more factory space now. All right, so our blues back on track. Our blues will output here. Go on a belt. So upsy oversy and down there, and then we'll put you in boxes. Craft some of those boxes would be good. Where are you? Logistics. There we go. Calm down. Just slow down a little bit. Make things go better. Fast is slow and slow is fast. It's a thing that I tell people at work. If you hurry too much, you will make mistakes. You'll have to go fix those mistakes, and your job will go more slowly. If you go at the right speed and do things right the first time, that means you don't have to do them again, which is inherently faster. All right, so there's blues, there are yellows. Now we have purples and reds. I think I'm going to go for the reds next. You need Kindlevine Extract and processor units. Let's place down a factory. We know we're going to need the yellows for sure. So let's just have 2 gears. Okay, so as I was saying before, you can build it like I'm doing right now, which has the disadvantage of there's 10 million machines going on. But it has the advantage of I don't have to track down production issues, because a lot of the time, I learned this playing Factorio, you will be building some mega factory, and all of a sudden you don't have enough inserter arms. And, oh no, I need to go buff the inserter arm production. You run over to that factory. All of a sudden you don't have enough copper circuit boards. So now you have to track down, okay, now there's not enough circuit boards. What do I do about that? You go down. It's not enough wire. Why is there not enough wire? And so on until you get all the way back to the copper production at the beginning of your factory. I find this way is easier because if I'm not getting enough of a thing, it's just going to be a base resource. I can go immediately to my problem. It's never going to be I'm drawing more mechanical components than I produce at my mechanical component factory for a list of reasons. It's just, hey, there's not enough resources at this factory, which is self-contained and makes everything that it needs. It makes the troubleshooting a lot less. So I know the troubleshooting can be a fun gameplay loop, just constantly fixing and upgrading things. But also, this is fun too. So this is the way that I choose to go. Let's just make fast inserters here. Fast inserters are going to take 30 a minute of the yellows, plus Kindlevine, 15 Kindlevine, plus 15 processors, plus 150 Kindlevine Extract. So let's say you are making these. Where are you? These. And now, to save on space, let's place this factory. Oh, how are we going to do this? Here. And the Kindlevine Extract can come along. We can have 4 reds feeding it in to get enough. And 15 processor units can loop around. Yeah, they can come around. They can feed into the other side. Let's say 2 standing on top of each other there. All right. So 30 a minute of the yellows should be happening. Why aren't you happening? Because I didn't put the long arms on. There you go. There's your munchies. All right, let's bring then Kindlevine Extract. We need to expand all these. I'm going to pick up some more of my belts that we automated way back here. Let's just pick up 2 stacks. And let's make sure we have a full stack of this. So this is what I was saying earlier. You can pick up a 500 stack, it'll fill your top stack, and the overflow will go down here. So you can shift click that, put it back in the box, and now you have a full stack, while keeping your inventory a little bit more clean. Extend you guys out, and our Kindlevine, here we go, you are extended. So now we want to wrap you around to the back of this guy. So we're going to run this build backwards. We'll just go right here, keep things a little bit compact. And I want you to tie in with that. So I might need to, yeah, this works. I can attach the belt here going this direction. No, not like that. Connect. Okay, right now we actually don't have any Kindlevine Extract production at all. So before I forget that, I think I should go work on setting up the threshing operation for these. I have some ideas on how to do that, which I kind of want to show you guys as a follow-up to that last episode. Craft you guys by hand, but let's get these red ones actually going into a box first. 6. Let's see, I think you'll be there. And here we go. Now, is it just me, or is it a little disrespectful to use yellows to move the reds? Let's let them take care of their own selves. So 30 a minute, we have enough to move that. And I forgot to bring processors over. I could wrap them around the backside here, but that kind of breaks the rules a little bit. So let's move them. Let's see, how am I going to do this? I know that I want them now, so I'm going to remove one of you. We're making 30. This one can put 20 in the box. It can go ahead and fill the box all the way for me. and 10 of them will overflow here. And then when the box is full, whoa, look at that mess. Yeah, let's just go with it. It's like a mountain of belt. All right, and I wanted to turn you here. All right, I lost my train of thought. What was I saying back there? I was probably talking about how it would break the rules to run this belt around the back. I want to make sure that it's easy to extend this. Oh, and then there was also the overflow here. So we're going to expand the production on the processors quite a bit. Once we do that, the belt will be overwhelming this arm's ability to move things. As well as once this box is full, then all 30 processors will get by, even if we don't expand the production on the processor units there. I think processor units are needed for blue science, which is one of my major goals for this video, is to get the blue science automated. Let's hope it actually happens today, because I'm distractible a little bit. All right, we got our arms, we got everything going like chaos, big mess. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, let's get the filter inserters going, and then we will go and actually create some Kindlevine extract. Sweet, look at all these arms. Heck yeah. Love it. No more crafting arms in the inventory until we get whatever's next. It's probably some kind of a stack inserter if it follows the pattern of Factorio. Okay, next up, what is it going to take to make... I need to make some more of these factories. Yep, please craft those in the inventory. We should definitely make a factory. No, to not do so would just be missing an opportunity. All right, so you want 60... Oh, so you... Oh, man, that's going to be so many machines. Holy cow. 60 electrical components per minute. And just the build method I've been using, we're making 15 per factory, per set of 2 factories. Because we're limited by wires. So we're going to need 4, which will be 8 factories. What if we turn the copper belt here? What if we turn these 2 belts? Or rather, split them. So they go this way. And we line up 8 factories in a row. I think that's how I want to do it. I know that there's going to be a cleaner way for sure, but that's how I want to do it. So that's how I'm gonna. Let's bring you over. You are copper for the electrical components. And then let's delete you 2 for a second. We need this one for the copper to gain elevation. So this one right here can be our iron, which then can loop back and get like so. Now you will go over that. Boom. You will go that way. All right, now we're splitting off copper and iron. Let's put 8 machines in, stand on this side of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go away, Wall. Thanks, Wall. You were the best. I won't miss you. All right, build some more power floors for these. Now, where were we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more. 7, 8. I gotta expand my floor just a little bit. Yet more forever. And so there's the calcite platforms that I know I have unlocked, and I can upgrade X-ray and all that. Again, we'll be doing that soon, but I really love these power floors. They are cool. Not really that yearning for concrete platforms, because look at these lines. Look at the power. LEDs. It's like an RBG gamer's dream come true. Even the floor lights you up with colorful wonderfulness. And it's also easy feedback to see. Is the power on? Oh, hitting P, that's hard. Finger strain, don't want that. Want to just be able to look at floor, see light, light good. Ooh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh, I lost track of my numbers before I even counted to 10. Oh man. Okay, no, that's not right. Okay, let's say you are making wire. You are making, no, not processor units. You are making electrical components. You are making wire. You are making electrical components. Wire. Electrical components. Wire. Electrical components! Yay! Alright, so the electrical component ones want to pick up the iron, and the wire ones want to grab the copper. So there we have that, and you can grab those. Move the wire between these guys. You all get one machine feeding you. All right, so now we have 4 times 15 because we're limited by the throughput of the wire. So we have 60 electrical components being made. Now we'll extend these out. And I think all 60 of those are going to one machine. I'm not sure where exactly that machine is going to be placed though. So you are going to be helping make the basic arms again. So those are mechanical components and mechanical components. We'll place one here. This just feels like so many machines. Holy cow, man. Oof. People are gonna worship this bovine monstrosity of a factory. Look at all that. All right, you are making mechanical components. You are making normal inserters, and you are making filter inserters. So this 60 then joins up and goes into this. So we'll have to move all of this. Yeah. All right. We know where these go right now, at least. So let's put you there and bring you to there. And then we'll be bringing electrical components from the other side as well. So let's turn you here. Boom. All right, so they're merged together. We will have 2 yellow arms feeding those. Let's have our yellow arms pulling electrical components out onto the belt, please. Thank you. Very good. So many. All right, so that's 60. And then we just need 30 of these dudes coming in. So we can replace those factories. That will just be here and here. Boom, boom. No, regular. Pull the copper. And some longs. Pull the iron. Remind you guys, you're making mechanical. You're making mechanical. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. And now we also need 2 of the yellow guys to move the yellows out of this factory into the purple factory. And then we're going to bring a belt out for purples. So you'll be right here. Go up, over, turn in the air, please. Down. And we have 2 arms feeding in. So we're going to have 30 of the filter inserters per minute. Let's go ahead and limit that to 2 stacks of them, please. And you are paused. Why are you paused? Is it just because we can't consume these until... Yeah, we're just waiting on the regular arms. I think we're fine. Let's make sure we see an output. This is why we test everything. All right, we have outputs onto this belt. We should be golden. Like Midas and his eggs that he wanted to eat, but he touched them. They turned to gold. He broke his teeth on the eggs. When he, like scrambled eggs, you don't want them to be crunchy, right? Midas, all of his eggs were crunchy. Everything he tried to eat was crunchy. It was horrible. The worst superpower. All right, now let's have some lights. We know we're going to build more, but again, when we unlock another tier, I just want to put another floor over the top of all of this. So I'm sure there's going to be more arms that I unlock in the future, and I will just put them above. Whatever factories we need for that, we'll just go ahead and expand this. We have 3 different dimensions. We're multi-dimensional beings, not locked just to the 2D, but to 3Ds. 3 of these dimensions. All right, 2. Let's give ourselves some nice demarcation here for our next factory. And let's go. Before we do that, I think the next one would be blue science, I'm thinking. Before we do that, we need to do Kindlevine, but let me think for a second here. We have these. Oh, wow. All we did was this. Look at all the things we could be automating. And all we did was these. That's awesome. All right. The water wheels and the crank generators would be really nice to get automated so that I don't have to handcraft those anymore. And blue science. So we're going to say blue science is the top priority after the Kindlevine extract is done. Okay, over here with in the Shiverthorn area, I found a better way to split my outputs. It's a little bit more compact here. You can see that I have these on a gap of 1 so that I can have belts, one output belt just loop over the other one, and we can just output right there. So a lot more clean, I feel, than this method. So next up on our list is to make sure we actually have Kindlevine Extract automated. We know we need 150 for at least the factories that we have built so far over there. So let's get at least that much going on our belts. And it would be nice to kind of figure out what are we going to do with all of the extra, I think it's plant matter? What is it? Plant fiber. What are we going to do with all that extra plant fiber? I know that it can be processed into biobricks. I think it is. Where are you? Terraforming. Synthesis. There we are. Biobricks use plant matter and limestone. No, I was wrong about that. I could thresh it down into plant matter, and then we could just put plant matter on belts. Potentially, we could figure out a way to prioritize feeding plant matter to all the factory or all the smelters and all of the miners instead of sticks, just as a way to get rid of it. I really love sticks though, guys. You have no idea. Sticks are the best because we can automate those forever. If I needed to consume 480 sticks a minute, I could do that. It's just a little bit of extra electricity. We have plenty. We can just automate water wheels and stuff. It's no biggie. And I know that there's going to be more efficient things. Biobricks are probably more efficient. I see biobricks more as a way to deal with the excess resources than as a end unto themselves, if you know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to try a different orientation here. What I'm thinking is if we had output belts in between machines, we could alternate which output belt is which, and we could fit way more machines just by turning them sideways like this. So let's see how that works out just as an experiment. Right here, let's turn you, put you there, and then have a split off of the sticks. Wonderful sticks. Sticks are the best. Nope. Right there. There we go. Feed in, please. Hit V. There you go. We're sending sticks over this way to be threshed. And let's wait for it to grab that first stick, and we'll see how much it wants. So 10 sticks a minute, it's outputting 30. So if we're making 50, or we're consuming 150, we need at least 5 of these guys go. Let's just see how many of these we can actually fit in right now. We have a gap of 3, allowing me to put a belt in between them. This might not be more space efficient, actually. Let's just go with it for now. Gap of 3, so now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 5. We're going to be consuming 50 sticks now. We can put 1 here, and we need to drill into the wall more to get more of these guys. So we might have to actually like put another road this direction. We'll see how we go here. We have tons of room to expand as we build things up to get more threshing going. And so far, we only have 2 plants that we're worried about for all of this. Let's input all of these guys here and put our belts out. So let's see. We're going to be kind of compact here. This would be one kind, right? And we'll go all the way down. And then we would have this belt here jump over and maybe... Oh, what if they all join together in the air like that? I could make it even more compact, couldn't I? Yeah, we could do this. We could have another output here, and then we could just bring it down right there, just to make it easier to deal with our vertical belts. And then we can go just all the way with this double step. This would mean that we could have another row of these machines right here. We could potentially fit them in right now if we needed to, right? Like that. Yeah. This might work. Oh no, we need to extend this by one. But I like this. This feels efficient. Let's bring you there. So that was a skip once. This one goes lower. Next one goes upper. Now, when we start on a high belt, we need to start on that belt instead of starting out in space. Oh, here's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, because these two doors. Oh, man. Why are you working? Yeah, why are you lining up? Weird. Okay, so actually placing these is a little bit of an issue, isn't it? Is there any way I can just make the connection right there? No, I kind of have to do each one individually as a turn. So you would have to be there and turn in. Yeah, okay. Well, that's not that big of a deal. So that one goes upper, this one goes lower. Next one goes upper. So we will delete a few of those belts. Then you can go here. You can turn in the sky. By and by, apple pie. And let's make you be the extract belt. So the upper belt will be the Kindlevine Extract. So then our alternate, right here, we would have purples here and here, outputting the plant matter fiber. Next one will be the Kindlevine Extract again. No, 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 no. Purples. All right, Kindlevine Extract. Going to the upper belt. And repeat until complete. What is it they say? Rinse and repeat until something? Until your hands are clean, I guess? Rinse it and then repeat that until your hands are clean. That's what it is, for sure. No doubt whatsoever. All right, now some vertical belts here. Let's get these down onto ground level. Might have to knock out a bit of this rock. Or I could just step out a second here. So bring you up. It's not in line. Bring you up. Okay, so this will be the plant matter fiber, which I don't really know what I'm doing with that yet. But let's dump it down there anyways. And then the next one will be there. Let's go ahead and put some more floors down for that. Sweet. You're going down. Rotate you, bring you up. Perfect. And switch types. Okay, we have Kindlevine Extract and the plant matter fiber. Let's just jam it in a box for the moment. We're going to need to figure out what to do with it later, but now is not the time. Now is the time for massive factories. And I'll just have you do 4 reds. I don't know how much. I think there's 150, the same as this. Probably plus a little bit more than that, actually. Let's get some more floors going. Thank you. And we will bring this over to feed into the backside of that factory. Okay, fellas, that is fed in. Just right to there. You see a little merger here. We're still emptying this box. So if these mergers work the same as other games, it should be an even split between one conveyor belt and the other. So this box will eventually be empty, and we'll see this conveyor belt being empty, and we'll just stop there. Now, thinking about where to build my blue science factory, I'm actually thinking I should go out here because the ceiling here is really high, and the ceiling over there really isn't. So rather than building the factory there and trying to belt them all the way over here, what if we just build our factory in this space for the blue science? And then we can put several core composers in this area. So let's grab at least 2 of those guys right now, I'm thinking. Do I have any made? I do not. Let's craft them up. Where are you? Production, core composer. I need electrical components, all kinds of stuff, which we now have. We even have a core composer all of a sudden. Let's place this down. I don't know, right there. That's a good spot. You might have to move. You might be a problem. Let's see. Okay, so for factories, let's say this end factory right here, you're going to be making blue science for. You're going to want 15 processors per minute. So we have processors over there. We'll probably just belt those over. That's going to be one of those things like this, where it's just a lot of stuff that is needed for those guys. So let's go ahead and put a belt coming back at us the other direction. Real quick for these guys, we'll start here. You can go down and you can go, there we go, towards the base. Come on this way. And let's leave you right there for the moment. The next thing we're going to need is 7.5 cooling systems and 15 of the regular cores per minute. I don't remember for sure what it takes to make those regulars. So if I place you here and tell you to make purple cores, you're going to ask me for, very easy, it's just three machines. So we would want to line up. Oh, this isn't going to really work, is it? Let's see. Maybe you can go over here, actually. So we can line up 1, 2, 3. We're going to have, yeah, we're going to have mechanical components, and wire. That'll be enough for one purple. So let's go ahead and place this right there. Wow, this factory feels so easy now. Purple's here, and input your wire, put a belt there so you can pretend like you're placing it on it. And now we just need to feed the resources in. That's 7.5. How many do we need per minute? We need 15 a minute to feed one of these guys. So maybe, how many of those do I want? Do I want 4 of them? Or do I want 1? Do I want 2 of these factories, or do I want 1 of them? I think I want 2 of those factories, just because I can. Oh, we're still building core composers. Go ahead and cancel that for now. Let's get a few more assemblers going here. All right, so this is 1 purple science factory. And let's say we want 2 purple science factories. And 1, 2, 3. Incorrect. Copy you. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. This one will be wire. This one will be mechanical components. And this one will be mechanical components. Very nice. Tell you, you are making the purple science cores, and you are making purple science cores. All right, we'll get those some actual resources in just a second. Right now, we're going to belt out of all of these guys so much purple science to feed our blue machines. Let's have you just terminate right there for the moment. Out. What is it? Each of you is making 7.5, yeah. Okay, next up, we'll give you guys some resources. Wha-bam! The line is moved. So all I did was I just curved the iron and the copper over. They run past all of these inputs, and then they curve right back to their original path. I also built this platform here. Real life got a little bit noisy, so I did this because I thought it would be boring for you guys. But we have a little platform here. We come up, there's 2 vertical belts, 1 for iron, 1 for copper. So to continue, that's all the purples that we needed for 2 blue factories. These things just condense a ton of resource down to make these blue science. So if I have 2 of these dudes, they want 7.5 plus 7.5. So they want 15 coolant systems per minute. So that's what this platform is for. Cooling systems, I think, take mechanical gears. Let's see. So here, there you are. You want, well, we're going to need 15 Shiverthorn extract and 15 mechanical gears per minute to get these cooling systems done. I think, man, cooling systems are efficient. I believe that that's just one of these factories. Just one. You can't have just one, except you can. All right, and then let's take these belts, turn you, run you by. There's our copper. And there is our iron. Grab the iron, please. Grab the copper, please. There's our mechanical gears. And now we need 2 factories to be producing our coolant units, and that's going to be 15 of the Shiverthorn extract. You know what would be kind of cool? If I could put this up higher, but what if I did it this way? There and there. Let's see. And then I could put you guys into there, and then we'll have 2 factories for coolant systems. Now our outputs are going to be a little wonky doing it this way. That might not be the most efficient thing I could do. What if I deleted these and we made these longer inserter arms? Okay, so you could be there and you can be there, right? And then I can take the factories and we could gap these like so. Could we put another belt? Wait, why don't you? Oh, just because I haven't told it what to do. We could have outputs wrapping around. That would be an easy way to output the coolants, and we could have the Shiverthorn over here. All right, so we have Shiverthorn on the second tier right here. I think maybe the easiest way we'll do that. Place you there, and then number 2, hit B. You're going uphill, my friend, up the hill. And point that direction, please. Hit V. There we go. Shiverthorn extract is elevating. Let's see. Jump up. Here we are. Let's put these guys in. So we'll hit vertical to vertical fixed height or horizontal fixed height. Bring this around. Am I recording? I am. Okay, good. And in. You can grab those 2. You know, I didn't need to gap that. I could have just outputted with long arms, but since I already did it, you know, we're going to carry through with our inefficient design here. Bring you to the edge, and we could just grab a long arm inserter right here, actually. Edges, watch out for them. You can output the cooling units. Yeah, these can move 15 items a minute. This is only 7.5 that it's producing. So there we have 15 coolant systems per minute. We'll drop down here. Try to line up with you. How did what if I headbutt it? There we go. That's easy to line up that way. You will be going down, coming from up here. Did I line that up? I did. Sweet. Okay, so now we have 3 different ingredients. It's 4. No, it's 3 different ingredients going into these guys. And we know we're going to have the long blue arms moving them into the core composer. And later on, I was thinking about it. We might need to put more core composers just in a different cave. Like, look around. Maybe that cave with the giant elevator where we could put some more, because we're really limited on our height and nothing else. Anyway, let's bring belts for these guys. For the purple science could come in this way. Yeah, like so. We can put our long inserters to grab these guys from here and from here. Very nice. Thank you. They need 15 each per minute, and these are moving 15, so we're all good. Now on the back side here, we're gonna want first of all these cooling systems that we just made. Those can go in with a couple yellows. And then we're going to want to get our processors over. We could dive down, or we could make it look silly and go way far up. So I'm going to choose to go up. Let's go up here, over. You can shoot over that. And let's see if I can line this up on the first try. You're going to be one that is going down. You're going to come out right there. Yeah, I'll get used to these in a second. So now we'll convert to variant horizontal fixed height and make you just go over my wonky main bus there. And then you can go over, bend, and turn. There we go. We're bringing in itchy ears. No, we're bringing in processor units. Very nice. You're holding that. All right, let's see some blue science actually output here before we say it's good. But I think it's good. Almost want to even say it's good. We need to buff our processor production a little bit, because I know that if we were to pull from our red inserters, it would consume, I think, 20 of these per minute. And right now we want 30 per minute, which is our full output on the current factory. So we need to probably double that processor production. Just to make sure that we don't run dry on these dudes. But for now, since the red belts should be capped out, or red arms should be capped out, we'll be making plenty of the processor units for this. And we should have the 900 that we need for hitting the next tech as well. Okay, have I seen any blue science go by yet? What's taking you guys so long? Oh, it's just crafting slowly. All right, speed up time for a second. There it is, blue science. All right, 5 blue science per minute. This is going to be another one of those things that I let run. Okay, so far in our factory, there are probably a few more things I want to automate. But this is enough for us to get up to the next tech level because we have the processors. Let's get those in our inventory right now. That is belts. Here are the processors. I don't need that many. We need 1,000 for the science. I mean, for the next tier. There we go. And then all we need to do to move up now is dump these into the box and then go to get some 450 Atlantimore, which I believe will be with mining charges. We'll just go back to where we found Paladin and blast that open. However, that will be a thing for next episode. So that's it for now. That's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.